Hey JBIC members, welcome to the Autoresponder and Affiliates Q&A video for June 2014. Let's get started. So Rob, can you please give us the name of the Aweber plugin you most recommend we use for tracking our JV sales? So and I think this might mean WordPress plugin that perhaps works with Aweber. But yes, I don't recommend you do this, meaning I really think that you should be using one of the big three, One Shopping Cart, Ontraport, or InfusionSoft to track your JV sales, ideally One Shopping Cart. But if you must, then the only one that I have experience with is found at tipsandtricks-hq.com. I think for like 89 bucks or under 100 bucks, you can get their affiliate module and their shopping cart module and their membership module. But I just don't think you're going to come across as professional as if you're using some of the big three. And when you're doing, if you were just like kind of kicking the tires, testing out how to sell something using Facebook ads or something else, some other way of driving traffic, fine. But when you're working with JV partners, you really need to present a professional appearance. And I'm concerned that by using WordPress plugins, that's not going to happen. Now, I could be totally wrong, and maybe it'll be worth all the time and energy, but I tell you what, I bought these products, and I set them up, and I was excited because it was new technology and figuring it all out and stuff, but in the end, I ditched them for One Shopping Cart, for a more professional solution, because it just seems all piecemeal together, and it doesn't seem professional, in my opinion. So anyway, the name of the plugin, if you need to know it, is tipsandtricks-hq.com. But again, I really recommend you don't do this. I think you need to look professional and use one of the big three shopping carts if you're serious about your business and serious about JVs. Okay, next question. I'm using SendPepper. And by the way, I was scratching my head. I was like, SendPepper, I know I've come across that before. Where did I come across that? And where I came across from that is Ontraport, which used to be called Office Autopilot, which somehow is tied to SendPepper. I did a little bit of research, and it looks like SendPepper is the little brother to Office Autopilot. That's what I read anyway. They said Office Autopilot was the big brother to SendPepper. So I'm using SendPepper. When I network and I get a business card, I can't send them mass email or an autoresponder. I'm not sure why you can't. Maybe it's something I don't understand about SendPepper. Do I still put them into my autoresponder and just send one email only to them? So here's my response. So when networking with people, ask if you can put them on your email list. And if they say yes, then I would just go to your website and put their name and email in there as though they had come across your website on their own and filled it out. That way you can put that person on your list, assuming you have permission. I don't know if that's a legal solution to give you, so I guess I would qualify and say check with an attorney or somebody. But if you're face-to-face with the person, say, hey, can I put you on my email list? And they say yes, then I don't think they'd have a problem with getting emails from you. And once they're on your email list, then you can mass email them and all that stuff. So I think that the solution is, when you're networking, just say, hey, can I put you on my email list? And by the way, when you are networking, I would never, ever, ever count on that person to go to your website and fill out a form, no matter what kind of free, awesome thing you've got. So I like this person's question where it assumes you're collecting the business cards. You can get 100% of the people who give you their business cards. You can reach out to them, but you'll get way, way less people if you give them your business cards. So I like that you're collecting business cards. And if you just simply ask permission to put them on your email list and send them your free report or whatever it is, then yeah, I think you can just go to your website and punch their name and email address in for them. That would be my solution anyway. I hope that's helpful. Okay, next, how does constant contact fit into this discussion? So constant contact, it's like Aweber. It's an autoresponder. It's an emailing solution. It'll help you collect names and email addresses and then send out like a follow-up sequence like day 1, day 3, day 7, day 22, whatever. And you can also mass email your entire list. Hey, everybody, I've got this time-sensitive promotion coming up. So, but it's not a shopping cart. It won't allow you to track affiliates and collect money and basically sell your stuff. It's just an email solution. So if you're trying to evaluate what to go with, I would not go with Constant Contact or Aweber. I would go with a shopping cart like One Shopping Cart, Ontraport, Infusionsoft. That's my advice there, and that's how Constant Contact fits in. Okay, question. I talked with Aweber and they have a way to assign affiliate numbers to people and segment for affiliate tracking. Is this a good idea or too much trouble? It's too much trouble. Oh, good, I typed that. I also have Aweber, and I would not recommend doing this because you can actually segment people. In fact, the easiest thing is just to put each JV partner's audience on their own list. So if you had a list called Free Report, and then you had a JV partners whose initials were AA, BB, CC, and DD, you could have 4 lists. You could have Free Report AA, Free Report BB, Free Report CC, and Free Report DD. You'd have 4 lists of names, and you'd know who was on each list. But what doesn't happen is you don't get automatic affiliate commission checking. The affiliates themselves can't go in and look. It's just too much trouble. So I don't think you should do this. There's no real way to let JV partners go in and check their stats. That means they have to totally trust you and stuff like that, which, maybe that's okay, but I would just go with a shopping cart solution and then you're done. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on that question. Okay, so I have a master list of people who receive updates on new posts to my free news site, which I never really monetized. For those updates, I use Constant Contact. Okay, so you're emailing people through Constant Contact, which has a nice look that people are familiar with. That's actually important. They've gotten used to getting your emails. As I begin developing monetized products, it sounds like it might be a good idea to have a separate list for the customers. Yeah, absolutely, because you want to treat your customers different than your buyers. Especially, you don't want to pester your customers to buy your product when they already have. So for instance, on Aweber, which I have but I barely use, or One Shopping Cart. So yeah, I would probably suggest you use Constant Contact to move your free people over into your shopping cart. So keep pitching or emailing them and pitching your products to them through Constant Contact, but when they're ready to buy, have them go through One Shopping Cart and then end up on your customer list. It would really be best if everybody was all in one spot, but Constant Contact will only handle your email marketing. It won't handle all your shopping cart stuff. So yeah, the solution I would recommend is that you move your free people over into One Shopping Cart. And then you can keep on promoting to your free people. You could even probably do some kind of import into One Shopping Cart once you get it to promote that way too. But then you're going to have to put some energy into trying to make your One Shopping Cart emails look like your Constant Contact emails. And it might just be easier to stay with Constant Contact, but it's up to you. Okay, next question. What do we use? Last question. What do we use to collect all our different regular email lists as well as Facebook, LinkedIn connections to one email list to offer them a freebie? Is this something a VA will do for us? Okay, so as far as collecting all of your email lists, I would recommend you put them in a shopping cart system. Again, the big 3 being One Shopping Cart, Ontraport, and InfusionSoft. And once you collect those names in there, you can then email them your freebies and your promotions and sell to them. But it will not automatically pull in people from Facebook or pull in people from LinkedIn. And you're really not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to copy and paste email addresses from Facebook into your shopping cart or from LinkedIn. Instead, what you're supposed to do is promote inside these networks and try to get them to come outside the network and get into your shopping cart. So for instance, if you got a bunch of Facebook fans, you might put an ad in front of them, and that ad then drives them to your web page where they opt in to get into your to get your free report or whatever it might be. Same thing with LinkedIn. You can join groups and promote your stuff in there, or you can run LinkedIn ads, but you basically take your LinkedIn people, send them to a place where they can opt in for your free report. So it's not something where you can say, well, these people are in my Facebook fans or friends, so I automatically can download their email addresses. That's just not possible that I'm aware of. So I hope that answers your question, and I thank you guys for all your questions in this section, and I'll see you in the next video.